Everyone, it's Cathy Zilski. Welcome back to my channel and my studio. This week we're live. It's Wednesdays, and on Wednesdays we go live. We go live. Oh, the days that I could wear a little tiny skirt. I miss those days. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to my live stream. I am live here today in the studio, and it's much cooler in Minnesota. The 88 degrees of last week, I'm just saying, it's a lot better. Mama doesn't like the hot, hot, hot. In fact, I had a guy come give me some bids. Well, the bid hasn't come, but I had a man yesterday looking at putting a ductless AC unit in this room and in my room, basically, where I sleep at night, because just the heat in an old house and the air conditioning that we have, not so great. But you're not here to talk about HVAC. Or are you? Welcome, everyone. It's good to see you. I saw my friend Carissa. I see Cherie. I see Michelle. Lots of people coming in. So thank you so much for being here with me today in this lovely space. Wanted to show you something. Oh, Kelly Wicker. Okay, I have the chair back there is not my new chair. I borrowed from my daughter. I ordered a chair. It's not going to be here until the middle of May. So it's fine. It's fine. The chair back there is going to be fine. But let me tell you, when you have a good chair and you lose a good chair, that's a thing. Okay. I want to show you, let's get into this right away, because I saw some chatter in the beginning about, I wanted to show the cloth that I'm using for cleaning my glass mat. Apparently there was some talk about these are mostly out of stock. But, okay, I learned this from Carissa. I got my little alcohol in a pretty spray bottle, but this particular cloth, this is the E-cloth for stainless steel. Now, this is really old. Mine's super old. Oh, where am I? I usually do an overlay camera. Do we want to do that? Hey, there I am. Okay, I was looking into the camera for no reason. This is a much older version, but it has one side with like nubbies, right? And the reason this is good, once you've been working on this for a while, you'll get glue on it. And I find with a regular cloth, if I'm using my alcohol, I really have to scrub. So as soon as I thought, hey, I'm going to try the stainless steel cloth, it works great. I do not have this linked in the description, but I'm trying to remember. So Emma, I've got it on my list, so there you go. Alcohol and this stainless steel cloth that has nubbies. Okay, so today I'm going to try something. Now, I don't know, I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, Concord and Ninth, their new stuff is fantastic, and their colors and all of it is really great. And I wanted to use something, so many things are out of stock, but I thought I would take something I made and combine it with something that they made, but use their colors. At least, oh, you know what? I might need to get one more. Well, here's the thing. I was going to use this as my palette. And I think what I'm going to have to do is go back and find where Pebble is. It's behind me. But I'm going to try to do something here with this stuff. Ooh, Brienne, how exciting. Yeah, I obviously was very lucky. I'm going to set this aside because I don't know what greeting I'm going to use. Obviously, I was lucky to be part of the group of people. Carissa, you know how that feels, right? To get the stuff early and get to play. And oh, so fun. So fun. So thank you to Concord and Ninth, the team, and to Greg and all the good people. So I think what I'm going to do is something very, very meticulous, and I really don't know if this is going to work, but we're gonna give it a try. All right. So I'm gonna take my magnet out. Why did that get all? Oh, there we go. And I'm gonna take this out, my little foam pad, because I'm using a clink stamp today. Oh, Angie, the Giggles die. You know, that's a good question. I know that a lot of things are out of stock, and we couldn't put anything on reserve right now because Simon Says Stamp is currently revamping their website. So just hit the notify me, and when they come back in, you will be notified. All right, I'm taking this out, my cling stamp, and this is just me. It doesn't have to be anyone else, but when I do cling stamps, and actually I'm going to try to come in a little bit here, and it'll make sense in a minute because I want to make sure I don't get pad everywhere. I like to put mine in the thing, in the MISTI, on the inside part. And then I like to take my cardstock, and here I'm going to line it up right about here. This cardstock is about 6 inches by 6.5. And I'm going to take some tape, okay? And I like to tape it to my door. It's just my thing. I don't know. I like pushing paper into the stamp. And honestly, I don't even feel like I don't use cling stamps enough, to be honest with you. I probably should do it a little more. So let's pick this up like this. Now here's the thought. Let me show you what I have today. I have Post-it tape, and I have a complimentary package of M36 coffee roasters. Post-it notes. This is the company that I get my coffee from. Hi, Ken and Lisa. They don't watch my channel, but they're good people. Dan has worked with them. He worked with them for 30 years. They are the same people that made the coffee for the coffee shop that he used to own. There you go. We are hooked on this coffee. They opened a whole new thing. And so every time they order and they put the Post-it notes in, I'm like, yes. So we're going to do some masking. And we're going to use these colors. Let me grab that Pebble really quick. I think it's right here. And I'm also going to grab, okay, I'm grabbing a few more just in case, because I did have cobblestone. I don't know, I don't need mushroom. I don't know if I'm going to use cobblestone, but I'm going to get tapey here, all right? Who feels like getting tapey with me today? Now, I'm not going to do every single line on this particular friend here, but I am going to do some masking off and some stamping, and it's gonna be very ticky-tack. KM Miller, yeah, M36 is, I gotta do this guy here. They're in Michigan, in Ann Arbor, and they're good people, good coffee. I can add a link if need be. Now here's the thing, I can't quite see here. I'm not doing every single one, okay? But I'm gonna do this. Now, here's the thing. I know that part of me is gonna forget exactly what I'm doing, but we're gonna waste a lot of tape today. And let me tell you this, if you feel bad for the tape, don't feel bad for the tape. There are things that I tend to go a little crazy on, and they all involve my crafting. Okay, Concord and Ninth, Dragonfruit. Dragonfruit, come on. See, oh, I will say, I don't have the cubes yet. I'd like to get the cubes because, now see, I feel like I might have to turn my MISTI a little. So just don't mind me. I just don't want to get, yeah, okay, hold on. I got to get some more tape down. I don't want to get ink everywhere. I just want to get it where I want it. So, is that going to work? Yeah, it is. See, the cubes would be so good for this, but we're just going to go like this. Let's get in there. Also, I'm not going to be using this whole pad or the whole panel. This is really awkward. Okay, hold on. There we go. But I'm still going to try. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to give it the old college try to see if I can do what I think I'm going to do. And you know what? It could look really good, or it could look like a friggin' hot mess. So that is not going to get used again. So you go to the dry pile. I'm going to pick this up. We're going to save the tapes for the colors. But you know what? This is about to get so messy. Okay, you go over there. Section 1, coming on. Stampin' Bug and go. You know, thank you for being here today, because you're about to see something that could or could not work. I'm not doing it more than once, okay? I am literally just gonna roll the dice, right? Make a pattern with different parts of this. Now, this is actually quite helpful because now I can see where to go next, but I still want to wipe. I want to wipe off like this. Let's just wipe. Good enough. I don't care if there's any stain there because I kind of want to see what I'm doing. Franklin is not here today. Now, my daughter is working on having him be, this is going to be a mess, having him be a little more independent, getting him used to being alone. And so let's try this one here. He is not here, and that's okay. We can, you know, he's going to be fine. Although I miss him. Oh, I tell you what, it's Gretchen. It's a messy day. I don't know if this is going to work. And I may actually just start running out of papers and tapes. But see, here's the thing. I don't want to get, I want it to be, you know, chunky, right? But I can't use that tape again. Let's see. I buy a lot of this because it's, you know, it's good stuff. And I don't want to use like my masking magic on something like this. And maybe I should, oh, no, there you go. Let's go like this. Get up a little and like this. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to lay down our next color, okay? And I don't know. I mean, this may or may not work. In fact, you know what would be a better thing to do? How will Cathy cope? That's a good question. I'm going to bring in some of my scrap cardstock. This is actually cheap cardstock that is not something that I use for, it's like, yeah, I don't use this. So I'm going to use this instead of Post-it notes. And here, how about if I go, did I get that one? No. Okay. We'll see. We're going to try this right here. This is Clementine. This is their new orange. And it's kind of fun that they're going to have this orange now. Come on. I'm trying not to tap it too hard, but it's kind of hard to not. All right. You're going to the dry pile. Now, let me tell you a fun story. I don't prepare anymore when I'm making cards. And so I had this thought today and I thought, you know, it might not work. And it might look absolutely terrible. But you know what? Let's get that off right there. That's okay. We're just playing. We're just playing. There we go. Yes, Joanne, my daughter did like it. And she promptly left it here. All right, let's see. How does that look? I mean, it's kind of funky. Okay, now we're going to move on. I think I feel like I like this tape better. Okay, we're going to go there. It's so funny because I designed this thing and I don't even know how many angles I meant to put in it. But apparently, you know, not as many as I thought. All right, we're going like that. We're going to isolate. Come on now. Someone's getting their own kitty. You know, I will tell you, I think I'm going to run out of tape. I went to the shelter the other day. There was a cat that I was curious about, and it ended up not being, okay, here we go. This is, you know, again, can I just tell you, it might not work. We're going to go with Carnation. I know, see, that's just it. I feel like I could forget what I'm stamping, but this is why I wish I had a cube, because now when I pick these up, there, come on now. Oh, that just lifted up. Hold still. We're going to do it. Oh gosh. What is the saying? Try new things? I don't know. Okay, that's probably good enough. Let's do it quick. Get you guys, let you dry so I can use you again. Okay, picking you up. Where are my, there we go. Picking you up. Okay, you're going over there. This is a hot mess. Who makes the Post-it tape? This is literally from Post-it, from 3M. And it's good stuff. And I love it, but I don't know if I can get it off fast enough. All right, Post-it. Well, here's the thing, Linda, you can kind of see on here where the ink is. You know, I don't know if this is gonna work at all, but stay with me. It might. Now, see, that's where you have to start believing. You have to start. I am just doing a portion. Yes. And so that's where now I need to come back and think about over here. We are going to bring in, let's do Post-its again. We're going to bring in a little more color. See, there's a lot. I mean, if this was a stencil, I feel like, oh, I see. Let's go here. If it was a stencil, it'd be probably easier to work with, but it is not, right? This is a stamp design. That's okay. We're still gonna, and you know what I just realized too? If I wanted to, I don't even, oh, Laura, I think I have to stop believing because I feel like right now I'm not able to get it off fast enough. Hold on. We're getting it. Get another little bit of tape. Here we go. Okay, here we go. That's going to go under there. That's what we're doing. Okay. Now I think for this one, I am just going to go the whole thing with, forget about the lines because I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. All right. I think the pads, I wish I had the smaller ones, but you know what? It's okay. Because I can't seem to get this off fast enough. All right, that was better. Here we go. Gosh, don't know. Oh, Rosie, that's a good one. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feline. I mean, there's a lot of things, but here's the thing. Now this is getting kind of cool. So initially I thought, what am I doing? This is so dumb. Not so dumb. Okay, I'm going to do this one more time just to get that transferred. I feel like this actually is something that you just have to say. It's not, at first you don't know, right? And so calm down, take a deep breath. My hands too, I may have to wash them off right now. Look at that. Hold on a second. That is not acceptable. Alcohol cleans everything. Oh gosh, that stung. Okay, hold on. I can't have this much color on my hands. And oh, that's just great. So here's the thing. I don't love getting messy. That is just gonna freak me out, but it's gonna work. It'll work. Although I will say this, card making has really helped me. I'm going to bring in, by the way, the Pebble. Card making has helped me to get over, let's see, do I have to, you know, let's go the long way like that. Kind of helped me to get over my fear of messiness. But I'm telling you, there we go. It's still there. It's still... Oh, the anxiety. Now it is a good color combo though. I will tell you that. All right, hold on. Also, the underside of my nose is very painful. And you know what that means? There's middle-aged acne coming my way. I'm like, really? Really? Okay, so now as we look over here, I need to fill out a little more. I think down here, I'm going to, again, I think I'm going to do more of the Dragonfruit. Let's see. And the thing is, I could even just use part of this, right? Part of this. It's not blood. No, that is true. Now, this is where I can see the colors, right? So we're going to go like that. And in fact, I think what I might do is I'm gonna take some different cuts here just to save some time on this design, because I feel like if I try to isolate every single one, it's not gonna work. We would be here until the cows come home, and I don't know what that means. But let's go in the center and take those two together. I'm running out of cardstock scraps, and then I'm gonna come back here. Let's go like that. And that's still wet. Let's get some dry cardstock here. There we go. No. Oh my gosh, this is a hot mess over here, but I think that would be fine. And Kelly Dubeck, you are rewarding what could be a hot mess, but I appreciate you. And I am going to bring in the dragon fruit again. Okay, let's just go. Let's try to do a little bit of the rockin'. Kind of like a rockin' in a. Come on now, get in there. This is where I wish I had the cubes, but again, I'm good. This is good. All right, lift, lift. Gosh, get you guys up and off. I kind of like the mismatchy of it too, like that it's not a perfect impression because we're making something funky and it does not have to be perfect. Okay. Ah! Good. That just, okay. Here we go. And transfer. Thank you, Cathy. I love your confidence because I don't know if the confidence is well placed. Oh, that is cool though. All right. Okay. Now I am going to think about myself for a minute. Got a little overlap there. That's okay. Because it's time to get back to Clementine. Clementine, we miss you. And now as I look here and I think about where does that go? That's a point in there. Okay. I want to, before I wipe this down, am I on fire? I don't know if that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's fire, because I actually want that, and I want that, like that. But you see, I think I'm going to have to come in with my, what is it called? My Pebble. I don't know if I'm going to do overlapping here, but we're going to find out soon enough. All right. It's there. And there. Here's the thing though. Once this starts to dry, it's either going to look great or it's going to look terrible. But I think you just have to be prepared to use a lot of tape. Because again, we are going to cut this down. So now that we're coming in here, I want it to be Clementine. So I'm just going to kind of go a little bold and aggressive with my Clementine. Yeah, let's see here. You know, Belinda, I didn't know. Hey, Simon. That kid's going places. I don't know if I have the patience to do this either, but it is a nice, oh, a finger dauber. Well, I mean, yeah, I could, but now I feel like I've committed to this technique of just, you know, inking up the stamp like this. So I think we're going to make it work. We are going to make it work. Oh, Cathy. Did I mention, and I know I've mentioned this before, that, you know, sometimes it's not going to work. Sometimes it's not going to work. But this might. I'm not worried about that. Because I feel like, well, put it this way. I don't think anyone's going to be inspired to actually try what I'm doing, but maybe in a modified approach, you know? All right, let's bring it down. Whoop, just like that. Okay. It's just, oh, let's see what it looks like though, because you know, see through it. Laura, help me, Laura. Help me, Laura, yeah. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Because here's the thing. Okay, I want to come back with my cobblestone. I want cobblestone up here. I just had another idea. Don't, yep, stay what we're doing. Stay what we're doing. Now, I have to figure out. So if this is up here and cobblestone, all right. Wait, what did Simon say? Did that kid have a good idea? Because right now, I do though. I know what I'm doing. I have figured out, I think, an idea. Come here. I'm looking at the, yeah, I can do that, but I can also just not even worry about it. Because look at here. We still get some outlines. Yeah, I like this. It's gonna work. I'm gonna try to find, you know what? I gotta take some trash out. Hold on. I'm not gonna leave the live stream, but there's so much building up over here that I cannot even, I'm gonna get ink everywhere. There we go. There we go. Okay. So where was I? Okay, I'm over here. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to keep taping. Yes, it's going to, I think it's going to be a jagged design. So yes. Okay, you got that. And now you're going to go here like that. Okay. I'm going to put you there too, just to protect that. And we're going to have a jagged design. I'm going to dedicate this to Alanis Morissette. This is my jagged little pill design. There you go. And I don't think I'm going to sing Alanis Morissette songs though, because that's not appropriate for this channel. It might be, Bonnie. I thought about that too, but now I'm too far in. So here's what's going to happen. I want to go here like this and one more here. All right, I gotcha. I love people saying, wouldn't it be easier? So in Minnesota, there's this really funny thing that people do. Let's go back to Pebble. I don't want to bring in cobblestone for this mix. In Minnesota, because it's Minnesota nice, instead of being critical of something, people will say, you know, a lot of guys wouldn't do it that way. I love that. All right, we're just trying to ink that and stay. I feel like I'm getting way too much ink, but that's okay. Again, picking these up over there. It's gonna be great. You and you. Now, in hindsight, was this the best plan? I don't know. You know, got people dropping off the live stream like flies because they know it's not working. Okay, transfer. Now, oh, I didn't get all of it in there. That's okay. I'm still going to take that. Because I'm going to use an organic edge here for the card, I think. And I did not mean to overlap those two. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop inking. Okay? Because I don't need to ink anymore for what I may or may not be doing. That does bum me out, but it's okay. Wait till you see when it dries, right? Because it is going to dry back differently, and it's going to smooth out, and it's going to be lighter. So I'm going to set this aside for now, and we're going to make a quick little greeting. Okay. This friend, oh, and you know what I should do while I'm here? I have some just ultra clean, like spray cleaner, and then I can bring in my little hero scrubber that's pretty clean, actually. I actually put this in the scrubber part in the top of the dishwasher. Cleaned it great. But this is a great way to get a stamp really, really clean. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Taking that out, putting it away, and I'm going to set this over here. Okay. Now, I will tell all of you who are here, this is probably the most disparate, unconnected live with a lot of paper waste that I've done in a long time. But you know, that's going to be fine. Okay, I'm going to grab my Misty insert pad if I can find where I put it. Huh, that's interesting. Well, I think it's over here. Also, I always keep tape on the back of mine just to kind of hold it. I bought new ones, actually, because I was worried that maybe I didn't have enough pressure and when I was stamping some things, so I'm kind of happy to have new ones. All right, so let me grab some dies. Because here's what I have to figure out. And we're going to get some die cutting plates. We're going to get our paper. And we're going to think about this. Now, remember, it is drying still. But what I could do here is I actually really like this greeting, the big hugs. And see, this is what's kind of fun is you can kind of take it with kind of a little side thing or like that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. In fact, the reason I want to cut it first is, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut one sample out that I can use in my stack because I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, Simon, I agree. You know, it's like, it's just paper, right? And if it doesn't turn out, all right, let's go back to the die cut cam, or actually the first time here. Hello, die cut cam. One of the cool things about doing something like this, where it's like, what is she doing? The power of the crop, the power of the crop. Oh gosh, this is so great because it is all one piece. Cropping is the savior of any project because, you know, you can make something and you can think, yeah, I'm going to pitch that. But no, when you add cropping to the equation, right, you can control and create a whole different look just based on, well, what looked best. All right, I'm going to put my little block there because I like to keep my tittles where I can see them. Famous last words. Okay, I will do more cutting in a minute, but now here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at this. And one of the things I really love is this die set from Waffle Flower. I use it more than any other die set. This and the Simon Says stamp sentiment labels are the ones I use most. One of the reasons I love them is it gives me a perfect cut, but also it's going to give me, see, look at that. You can crop that right out of town, okay? I don't know if this is what we're doing yet, but we might be, or we might just leave it there. I mean, I'm just looking because I want this panel to be funky, right? I want it to be something like this, and I'm gonna have my big hugs on this panel, but I don't know yet which way we're going, so I might change it. See that? Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? That's kind of cool too. And we could put big hugs down here and mess up that, or cover up that part where the orange and gray mixed, because that is not a mix that I love. I love it. I love it. Isn't that fun? Okay. Problem solved. Here's the thing. When you have dies, just turn them. Just turn them. Look, use them. You know how you see photographers and they're doing that whole, you know, use your cropping dies like this because it's going to give you something funky. And even something like this, which this, let me tell you, this was not the plan. I think that's going to be really cool. Now, I am going to do a shadow layer. I don't know yet how that's going to be, but okay. Things are flying. Things are flying. Everything's okay. Simon, see? Look at me. You know? And here's the thing. And for example, Simon Hurley, for those of you who don't know Simon, you should check him out. But Simon has a lot of cling stamps, but also a lot of geometric patterns in his clings. And yeah, this totally, I feel like in a way, Simon, this is kind of channeling you, but that wasn't the intention when I started. But you know, never say never. Okay, let's cut this panel. And see, the fact that it's a little messy and funky, I think it's pretty dang cool. So let's flip it. So for all the people that dropped off the live, you are missing out. I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to flip it this time because I usually go every other one. All right. And let's die cut this. Oh, and Merritt, this stamp that I'm using today is called Angularium, and I designed it for Simon Says stamp. I don't do a lot of cling stamp designs, but like that's just funky, and I love it. Okay, Angularium. Sometimes I make up names, and that is a made-up name, I think. I don't know. Maybe? Okay. Okay, so I also think, we'll go there in a minute. I'm going to now, well, all right, hold on. Now I can take a breath because it's 3:30 and it's not going to turn into a complete hot mess. But I want to have some more dimension here. So let me grab some white cardstock. And I think, all right, hold on here. All right. Actually, I'm going to zoom out for a minute because I need to bring in my big paper trimmer, all right? And that is behind me so that I can cut some cardstock. All right, so here we have my rotary trimmer. This is the new Tim Holtz trimmer. I really love it. I've never really used a rotary trimmer, but I've kind of gotten the groove now and kind of feeling it. So there's my card base. And then I'm just going to cut a panel so that I can cut some layers out here. Okay. All right. So let's cut some layers. Now, Beth, interesting. I thought of that too, and I still might. That is in my thought, the idea of having a shadow layer in vellum. Might do it. Might do it, but first, let's just cut some of these. So I'll do a couple, and we'll just, talk amongst yourselves. I'll flip the plate every other time. Die cut cam. Back over here. Emma, kind of. I don't know. My die cut cam camera is my old iPhone 11. That's the reason that vibrates when it goes through, is because that one, unfortunately, is it's mounted to something that picks up vibration, whereas the camera that I film with now picks up no vibration because it's on the ceiling. But this one is still on the table itself. Flip it, didn't slip, so run it through. All right, now 3 is probably going to be enough. And again, I don't know if I'm going to do a vellum layer, but the thing is with this die, it's got big enough pieces that I could. So that is on the table. In fact, let's get these adhered together. Okay. Also, I really like this Simon wax tool because it has a scoring tool on the other side, but the thing that I like about it, it's nice for poking out die cuts without making any marks on those die cuts, like a pointy edge. I use all the tools. I have all the tools. So there's that. And here's this. So let's glue them together. Now, I would love to do spray glue, but I don't think I'm going to because my spray glue is mucked up right now. I'm going to grab my little silicone mat from Concord and Ninth, and I'm going to show you something I've been trying lately. And it's kind of cool. It's a little messy, but it's kind of cool. Let me find that mat. All right, are you here? And you are, well, you're not here. Okay, let's try it on some grip mat then, okay? Well, I don't know where that mat is. So I think I'm gonna try this on a little tonic grip mat, okay? Also, how's everyone doing out there? You doing okay? Oh, Kathleen, that is because I got so tired of lifting my Gemini Junior that I decided, you know what if I put it on a Lazy Susan? Turns out, Totally Tiffany makes this thing that's really meant for, what is the word? It's meant for drawing and being able to rotate your drawing because it has a clip on it. But it's so fantastic for, having the big die cut machine. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take this bit of mat and I'm going to put some glue on it like this. I'm getting a little low because I know I can just wipe this down and run it under hot water and it's going to be pretty good. And all I'm going to do is take my tweezers and, well, I don't even know if I need them yet, but I'm just going to do that. So you're just getting a little glue all over the piece. And I know this is a lot more environmentally friendly than spray glue, right? And now we'll just pop this right on here, like that. And the other beautiful part, it is, in fact, liquid glue, which does give you that little bit of wiggle room to kind of get it right into the place that you want it to be. Actually, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to take my little Share Handmade Kindness glass. I love this thing. This is grip mat, so I'm hoping it works. I could not find my silicone mat. Unfortunately, I was going to pull it out. It's from Concord and Ninth, and it was just not here. So I'm just, you know, adding a little glue. And then I'll just wipe it off here and, you know, just kind of get my fingers in there. I think this is going to work. Is that enough? We'll see. We shall see. Okay. Get another layer on there. All right. And then again, just wiggle it into place like that. Come on up. Come on up, you little friend. Actually, that looks pretty good. All right, stacking you, and I'm just going to take a little, I'm not sure what to wipe this off with, but let's just grab some alcohol. You know, why not? Okay. Alcohol is just a wonderful product, right? Because it can clean things off. I don't know if that's going to work, but hot water might work too. So we'll just do that. I know it works really well on, actually, that's coming right off. Huh. Don't be afraid. It smells like a surgical suite in here right now, but that's going to clean it off really nicely. Hey, that's pretty great. Look at that. And it's cleaner than it's ever been. So that's a bonus. Yeah, I'm gonna do that more often. Kind of like doing that. And yeah. Oh, I just saw that Ruth got the new Gemini Junior 2. And yeah, I heard that it had that it rotates. Now here's the thing. I could do a shadow layer, or I mean a vellum layer, but you know what? I just had a thought. And actually, let me do something. I'm going to get my other piece of cardstock here, because I don't think I'm going to do any of the colored Concord and Ninth bases for this, right? And so I'm going to do a white note card for now. So let's score this at 5.5. And also welcome to everyone who's joining. If you are coming back around, well, it's good to have you. All right. I'll fold this down and give this a press. All right. The reason I don't think I'm going to use the shadow layer today is because I was looking at some of the samples, and I love how these look just by themselves. Oh, don't lose my tittles. And so I think there's a possibility that I'm not going to, but we'll see. Tittles, there they are. We're not leaving it. Not leaving it. All right. Pressing down. Now I need to get some foam tape. So, oh, well, where did that all go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I do have something to tell you, actually, which is, it's good news and bad news. The good news is I spent all day yesterday filming footage for my studio tour. The bad news is the gimbal that I used for filming so that I could have smooth motion, I had set on something called spin mode, and I couldn't figure out why it was moving. And when I put in all the footage to watch it back, I thought to myself, if I show this to my viewers, they're going to be seasick within 4 minutes. So I have to redo all the footage, and that's fine. I just kind of want this to be the studio tour. I want it to be useful, and I want it to be as short as I can get it done, which I think is going to be about 40 minutes. But it's coming. I filmed, and I now know what I did wrong. So I'm going to be refilming, and that'll be great. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Emma. Yeah, the crystal paperweight. Actually, I think Jennifer McGuire sent that to me, but it's at the Bossy Jossie store. And she is the one who makes, for example, my little CZ Design handmade stamp, which was a gift from Jennifer McGuire back when I started making cards. All right. Now I had a thought, and the thought is this. Nope, never mind. I'm going to hold that thought. Let me grab some more foam. Oh, I like these because they're small. Okay. I was going to do some splatter of something, but I don't want to splatter. I don't want to splatter anything on here because I feel like, yeah, because there's kind of splatter here, I just don't think I'm going to do it. Because I want to have big hugs just kind of floating, but I'm going to pop this up in addition to what we have happening, okay? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. All right. Yeah, well, you know, I thought about that too, Kelly. I did, but I think I'm going in for simple. Now, this is just a very mod sort of geometric look, right? And excuse my head if it gets in the way. But here's what I love. I love this type of panel size popped down with this margin. In fact, you know what? These cardstocks look like different color. Huh, I bet I used two different colors. So the size of this panel is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I love it because it lets that, you know, it lets your design kind of feel framed and just, oh, I think it's, yeah. Now let's see, what color is this one? See, I think that's the same. Oh, I got a little schmutz on there. Hold on. Got to get the schmutz off. It is. It's definitely two different whites. You know, I grab from my scrap bin, and sometimes that's great, but sometimes maybe not so great. Okay, let's get another tool. Again, another tool. And I'm going to have to figure out the tittles in a second, but look at these little foam squares. Now, I don't have these linked, and I will make sure to add them. I think they are from Doris, but what's nice about them is they're very narrow, okay? So I can put these on. I think I can get that in there. Come on now. Come on. I can put them on the letter forms, and they seem to fit in there pretty well. I can also cut them if I want, but I don't need a ton here, right? We're just going to give this that little bit of float that it needs. Yes, Karen, thank you. The card police, if they do come for me, I think they're missing the point of how fun it is to make stuff. Because, you know, it's fun. It's good stuff. This is kind of an artsy piece. I don't know. I kind of like it. You know, it's different. It's funky. And, well, it's a little chic. Okay, we're getting you here. I'm just kind of hitting the main points of the letter forms. And that's how we're going to give it the support that it needs. And I'm going to cut some of these too to fit into some of the smaller areas. But I do love this Gina K pick because it gives that long finger that you don't have. Deborah, good question. Will I be at Simon Create this weekend? I am not going to be at Simon Create, so I am sorry. I could not make it work this year for my schedule. And really that is code for I'm just a bit too introverted right now to go to big events like that. And I know it seems weird because how can I sit here and talk to the internet? No problemo. Well, you know, it's different. Years ago, I used to travel and teach for Creating Keepsakes magazine and what was the other one? Simple Scrapbooks magazine. And it was eye-opening for me. And I decided back in that era, okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, see that? See the shadow? Love it. I just decided, you know, you have to know thyself, right? And sometimes when you know that maybe traveling and being at big events isn't what you're feeling right now, it's totally fine to say, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. So this year I am sitting it out, but I know that you're gonna have so much fun for those of you who are going, especially the make and takes. It's like there's just gonna be a massive amount of making and taking. So, all right. Francine, yeah, it's interesting. And it's not just a COVID thing either. I mean, you know, the pandemic isn't over. It's not that. I've had COVID. I've had the experience, and it's just crowds in general. And as the older I get, the more confident I feel in saying no to things. I had a great conversation yesterday with my friend Bethany of Bethadilly, and we were just talking about so many different things. And one of the things was just talking about saying no and how much easier it has gotten for me as I've gotten older, and just more aware of what is right for me. Yeah, it's not really selfish. It's just, it's the right choice for someone who's introverted, you know, who loves to create and loves to share, right? This is a comfortable way to be with all of you. So, and that's just it. I love it. I love doing these lives. They've changed how I create. They've changed how I think about teaching for crafting. And so you've all been partially my test audience for the last couple of years. And yeah, it's been good. Okay, so now we are going to get our liquid glue here because I do not want to not stick the landing here at the 11th hour. Okay, so we're going to go like that. You know, I know that a lot of people feel obligated for so many things, and we have so many responsibilities, and sometimes you just have to pull back and say, you know, what's actually needed right now. And for me, it's like, you know what's needed? Just stay home. Just don't go anywhere. And I am sad because there's people, I'm looking for my ruler. There's people I'm not going to get to see who I really, really like. And, you know, we'll see. Okay. Now I want to put this down, and yeah, Lola, you just hit the main point. I'd have to put a bra on, and come on. I mean, I just don't have a good one that fits. I'm working on it. Okay, let's put this down. Let's take a look at how fun this is going to be. All down here, side to side, lower thirds. I think if I just kind of wiggle, and I'm going to have to pop up my tittle. Don't worry. I have not forgotten about you. You sweet little, yeah, it's not working either. Go like that. Looking, I'm just going to use my monitor to be my straighten friend. Oh, yes. Okay. Tittle. So I'm going to glue these together, and then I'm going to stack one up. There's the lower tittle. Oh, wait. You know what would make more sense? Hold on here. Let go. Okay, this makes more sense. Let's get our foam square. And we're going to do some surgery. We're getting down. We're getting our little tiny piece for our tittle. Well, that's probably good. Let's take you off. These are nice little foam strips. Okay. And I just heard my front door open. I hope it's not someone coming in to kill me, but you know, I don't think that's going to happen today. Hard to say, but probably not. Okay. All right. What am I doing? This is so tiny. This is so tiny. Get in there. Okay. We're going to put this on here to extend our fingers. Oh, everything's so sticky. There we go. Okay. Now we'll build up on top of this, friend. So we got that. See how, you know, having that extra dimension, right? It just creates a little bit of separation from the background. And I still think the background's funky. I covered up the part that I thought was ugly. And you know what? That's going to work. That is going to work for me, okay? Now, you're there. Wait, which one goes down next? I think I'm going to take this and put it on here because we already have that little bit of glue. Where'd you go? And then we'll add this. Like that. Okay. Yeah, and pants. I mean, I am wearing I do have pants, but I'm not very fashionable. I'm just going to say it. I'm not. I mean, I'm not, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not being fashionable. Cuz I'd rather spend my money on like video cameras and laser levels. I actually have a video coming. I bought a mini laser level. You'll have to watch and see what you think. Okay, so now look at that. So we just took a hot mess and turned it into not a hot mess. And actually, I think that's really funky. Although I do think this needs some shine. So let's grab, oh, I am running so low. Hold on here. I got to find something. You know what? Maybe, do I want to do sparkle or do I want to do pearls? What would you do if this was you? Pearls? I'm kind of into pearls right now. The reason I might do the pearls is because I have so much dimension on big hugs. I'll take a drink while you talk it amongst yourselves. Well, here's what's interesting. This was such a hot mess, right? All right, let's, you know what we could do? Where are the bead trays? Well, guess what? I'm going to put some down and see. I think, again, pearls, when you have the opportunity for more dimension, it's kind of nice. And I don't always have that. So let's see. We're getting a little of both. But let me just show you what I'm thinking. And you can say, Cathy, what are you doing? Because look at how little those pearls are. They're so tiny. It's so cute. Oh, that is true, though. You know, let's put some over here. Here's what we're going to do. We'll do both. Okay, I'm so low on this particular sequin. I have more. I think I have more on order. All right, the good point about the facet, even though these are, let's go here. Let's give it a similar kind of size play on the other side so you can see. Both. Boy, I don't know. I think in here, and I wish I had white pearls. I don't. And I wish I had white enamel dots because I think I would do that. But you know what? I think I am going to go with the pearls because I don't know. My gut just tells me to do it. You know, sometimes when you're crafting, you just kind of say to your gut, and mine is very ample. Gut, what should I do? And then your gut says, listen to me, Cathy. I am your gut. And I say, oh, look at it. Where's that really tiny one? I want that. Okay. But I'm not going to do, I think I'm going to do 3. Okay. Or not 3. I can't get that to flip. There we go. I think I'm going to do 3 gatherings maybe. Come on now. So this might be a good lesson in the card starts out. You think to yourself, Cathy, what are you doing? It's horrible. And then, you know, you just kind of stay with it for a bit, kind of noodle. It's all about the crop. It's all about the crop. But what I really need here is a very teeny tiny. And I'm not sure. Actually, no, maybe I don't. Maybe that's literally all I need because there's 5. I think I'm done. I'm going to put them on. I don't know. I like it. It's not, this just feels strangely strange. But we're going to go for it. All right, let's, come on, glue. I got to refill. Okay, we're going to boop it up with liquid glue. Boop. Boop. Get up there a little. Okay, got a little far apart there. Oh, come on now. Boop. Got to kind of keep those boop spaces kind of even. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not bad. It is not bad. Boop. Okay, that didn't work at all. Come on now. It is stuck on my, oh, come on now, Booper. Come on now, get up there. I'm going to have to get a different one. What happened? Okay, we're going to have to get that schmutz off. Hold on, we're going to get a different one. And let's take you, because you're fine and dandy. Boop. There we go. That is my finished card project. So, well, that was quite a bit. That was quite a bit. Boy, I don't know. That's a whole new world. That's a whole new world. But, you know, I just wanted to try something funky, and I wanted to try that color combination too. Where is it again? So here's the thing. I've been playing with these with these color combinations, these little swatch cards, and I don't know if I put these in or not, but it's so fun just to say, find something online, like Google cool color combos, and you're going to get all these cool color combos. And then you just look through your swatches, right? And you just make swatches to try. This is one I tried. Did I do this one already? Yeah, I have a YouTube short with this one, and I loved how this one turned out. So, you know, it's just been really fun. I have one coming up on, I think, Monday with this palette. So play with color, you know, play with your stamps. I mean, this isn't always going to turn out in the way that you might have thought, but hopefully, again, just stick with it, and you can always walk away, right? There's no, you don't have to stick with it either. I mean, there was that moment where I'm like, do I just start with a different card? But I'm glad that I didn't, because I actually really think that's fun. I know that my friends would love this design because it's just funky and abstract. So there you go. So here's the thing. I will take some photographs of this card and hopefully have some pretty pictures. I'll share one to the community tab, and then I'll post one on Instagram as well for those of you who are over on Instagram. And hopefully there's enough light because it's a little gloomy today, but in the meantime, I'm going to work again on the studio tour. I'm going to refilm all the footage. I already filmed the intros and outros, so I'm not changing those because it was yesterday. I have this new shirt that I got from J. Jill. I looked really good, and I'm like, nope, we're not redoing that. We're not, nope, But I will work on the rest and then just get to work on it. So hopefully, yeah. Oh, I never finished the cat shelter. Oh, Joanne, quick question or quick answer for Joanne. I went in to look at a cat, and the cat was, the picture was great. And I thought this was like, I just want to go meet this cat. When I arrived at the shelter, and it is a rescue shelter, it's appointment only. It's not staffed, you know, all day long by any stretch. They do great work. But they were having an infection outbreak of a upper respiratory virus amongst the cats. And I had to go into full PPE. Is that what it's called? Where you have the gown, the hat, booties, gloves, and I was not allowed to take the cat out to interact with it. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't meet a pet this way. There was no way. The cat seemed really stressed. He was biting at me, and I'm like, I don't blame you, buddy. I look like a Martian. So that's why I didn't do it. So anyway, thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for reminding me to finish the cat story, because sometimes I get a little, and it looks like he's already been adopted because he's not on the website anymore. So, you know, for now, Grandkitty will be fine. Someday there might be a pet that shows up in my life. Hard to say. But for now, I always have card making. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today and sticking with me. Thanks for believing in an unknown kid and taking a chance. Oh, that's a speech for a whole different thing. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. I will update the supply list for anything that I mentioned but didn't show. I'll do that in the next half an hour. And I will see you back here with a card project on, is it Friday? Saturday? I think Friday. I've got something to share with you on Friday. So look for that, probably around lunchtime. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. All right, have a great day. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the gray bell below the video so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day.